Yeah, good to go.
Okay. Jai Hind, everyone. I hope you all are safe and healthy at your home. Today, I'm honored to introduce with you all Mr. Vaibhav Narang and Abhyant Sahu, two youngest entrepreneurs of IITTM Noida, having a very unique idea of caravans. Their success story is too different from all the other entrepreneurs of IITTM Noida, and their simple saying is that only idea cannot work in any industry. You have to you have to possess sleepless nights and hard work to achieve the success. So let's hear from them their success story and where they are today. So over to you, Vaibhav sir and Abhyant sir.
Thank you so much, Sabas, for a beautiful introduction. And now I would like to ask Abhyant to present the slides. Hello. So, first of all, I would like to thank IITM for taking an initiative like this, and again thank them to invite us on the platform like this. And before the session, I would like to tell you what will be in the session. First, we will be sharing our story, ki what we did, how IIT team helped us doing whatever we did, and how you can do whatever you want to do in your life, be it a great job or a business or pursue whatever you want to do. And we will be sharing the potential of caravan tourism in our industry. So let's start. Next slide. Next slide. Next. So I would like to start with the great news because I interacted with few of my friends from tourism industry, and the sentiment was not so positive. So the single line that I received from that, the jobs don't have future in this industry. But I would like to add one line to that: jobs don't have future, but people do. So with that narrative, I want to start telling you that you are pursuing a very unconventional career, and I perceive it as that you want to uh, reach some unconventional path in your life. So you are here pursuing an unconventional career because you want something unconventional in life. So that is the first narrative that we will start our session on. And I would like to share the great news that you entered into the industry at the very right time. And I will tell you how it is the right time to enter the tourism industry, because most of the people might have lost their jobs from the people who were into a verge of getting a job or pursuing their on job training. So I would just tell you that you just have to wait for a while and you will get the your piece of pie from this industry. But you have to wait in the industry. Next. So you have to be stay in the game to win the game. And now I will explain you how it is a great news that you are into the industry at this point of time. So it is normal demand and supply. So there big tourism industries, tourism companies are at a verge where they are doing mass layoff of the employees in their company. So at this time, the people who have responsibilities on their shoulders, they will quit and shift to different industry. So the competition in this industry in the long term will be pretty less. And if you are skilled enough, you can grab a job where you are at a verge of getting a job of 20,000 or 25,000, 30,000. You can increase that amount to 50 to 60,000, because when this industry will be at a boom, at that time the people who the company has been laid off, they will not be there to rejoin the company. At that time, the people who are from IITTM who are skilled enough will join the industry and they can ask whatever money they want. So you have to be in the game to win the game. You have to be patient at this time, and after a while you will get your piece of pie in this industry. So that is the ground reality which I see, and people are predicting that the industry will resume in 18 months. So I want to congratulate all of you that you have 18 more months to educate yourself, skill yourself. The industry has turned up. It has taken a U-turn and it has gone back 18 months. But you are 18 months ahead of all of the people who are in the industry. The people will be quitting because with experience comes EMI. They have responsibilities. They will quit the job and they will go on a safer side. And this is the right time when you will stay in the industry and take the premium out of the industry. Next. Next, I would just like to tell you some of the achievements that we did. This is the first achievement. In 2018, we went to Chandigarh University. We won that competition and we bagged a cash prize of 7,000 rupees. Next, next. After that, our second award was Lemon School of Entrepreneurship in Nagpur. We went there, we won a 10,000 rupees mentorship. And after that, we went to Chandigarh again the next year. We won the competition again, we with a cash prize of 7,000 rupees. And this is a on the screen on the right side. We There was a news channel who were shooting in front of Abhin Sahu's father's office, and it was a small clip. So they have taken the clip and it was viral in some of Facebook pages, Asian News Hindi. So it got 2.2 million views and it was we did nothing. It somebody the admin of that group posted the video and it got 2.2 million views. And it was a great response. People reached out and they were typing their number, name, and they wanted to connect with us. So we did nothing, but it was a great response from them. Next. So there was few of the articles that was published of our vehicle and our story. It was fabricated. It was not true, the story, but there were 4 or 5 newspaper in which our article was published, and there were some news channels जहाँ पे हमारी news भी आई थी, and we are registered with Startup India, and we have our MSME certificates. Next. So now I'll come to the point that how we developed our idea. Next. So in 2017 end, Abhyan shifted to my room. So he was my room partner then. So generally one day he was discussing the policies of Madhya Pradesh government for opening a resort. So he just shared the idea with me that I want to open a resort or I want to create a place like that. So after this, we have 25 or 20 days holidays in December, and it was December 2017. So I enrolled for an internship in Swami Malai, Tanjore district, Tamil Nadu, under the head of Steve Borgia. He was the person who came to our college for a guest lecture, and it was a phenomenal lecture, and the vision of that person was great. So I just connected with him. I asked that I want to come and work with you, and because our idea was how to open a resort, so I knew nothing about the resort, ki how much money it takes, what are the efforts that we are supposed to put in, and what is the particular education or skill set we should have. So it was the first time he introduced, and I just enrolled eagerly that I want to do this. Then I went to Tanjore district, Tamil Nadu, all by my expense. There I was there for 25 days. I traveled 3 4 different places there in Tamil Nadu, exploring the resorts of that great person, Steve Borgia. Some of you might have heard him, and it was a great experience. And I learned a lot about resorts over there. I explored the resort. I worked as a F&B manager. I worked as a housekeeping manager, and I managed a lot of things over there. I was traveling with a group of Steve Borgia. So it was a great opportunity. I learned a lot. So this is how you take the first step. You go to a person who has already did it, and you just ask him that I want to do this and how I can do it. So at that time when I was there, Steve Borgia sir was there. So he has given me this book. You guys will not find this book anywhere online. So this is a book in which he has described his manifestation. He has created a resort in Mahabalipuram, and hear this carefully. He has created a resort in Mahabalipuram. He created a resort of 30 rooms in 30 lakhs in 30 days with 30 people. So there are 30 rooms, 30 lakhs, 30 people in 30 days. And he has successfully manifested his dream, and he has written a book on it, and he shared his book with me, and I have read that book twice, and I'm still reading it again, so that I'm able to perceive that what a person like Steve Borgia, how a person like Steve Borgia can build a resort in 30 lakhs. 30 lakhs is a pretty affordable range to create a resort, and anybody who wants to create a resort need at least a CR or 1.5 CR to create a resort. But he did it in 30 days with 30 lakhs, 30 people, 30 rooms. I was really impressed by his manifestation. And after that, when I came back, so the policies of Madhya Pradesh government were a little bit changed. So at that time, they were giving a huge subsidy to us for developing a resort in Madhya Pradesh, and then we were not able to pursue that idea because the policy changed. Next, then we shifted, we refined our idea. We said that we don't have that much big budget to create a resort, and we don't have that much experience. So these were excuses that I was giving to myself. And then we shifted our idea to a food truck. Let's start a food truck so that we can run it with our college. We can pitch in our vicinity. There will be people who will be helping us. Might be in the area of in front of Shipra Mall, या वो shopping का जो पूरा complex था वहाँ पे we can pitch a nice food truck, and we can earn a good amount of money. We can take our expenses out of that. So it will be a great experience or a great business to start with. Then next. So then we eventually refined our idea, and we landed up to a conclusion that let's start as we are in caravan or tourism industry, let's build a caravan and let's do something in caravan tourism. So then we finally concluded this and started working on this project. Meanwhile, we went to Chandigarh and we won that competition, and the idea that we pitched over there was related to caravan tourism. And this was the idea that we will build a complete house in a small car. So the idea was that we will build a caravan in a small car, and we will give it on rent, or we will sell that car. So we won that. So our moral values and the confidence on our idea was enhanced very much after the competition. So I will just tell you what we have in this car. Next. So these are the founders you already know. I'm the CEO of the company. Abdan Saud, the CEO of the company. Next. So this is the car. We have little bit more space than Innova in this car. We are able to successfully fit 4 people in this vehicle. They can sleep, eat, take a bath, and they can enjoy. We have a dining table in this. We have an awning in that. You might have seen in the previous slide that we have a 7-foot awning, and while you are driving, the roof is in sync with the vehicle, and once you are standing, you can open the vehicle and 2 people can sleep on top of the roof. Matlab, under the roof we have a bed. I don't have a photo of that, and we have bathroom and a shower at the backside of the vehicle. We have, you can see the gas stove. We have a faucet over there where you can drink purified water, and at the left side we have water by which you can clean your utensils, wash your face, and do whatever you want. And we have a dining table in between. Whenever you are eating, you can easily sit there and eat. We have a fridge. We have a AC in this vehicle. So we were successfully able to put a complete house in a small vehicle. So we have solar panels on the top by which the electricity works inside the vehicle. So this was pretty much it, and we were able to successfully m- manifest our dream. And this is one of the most unique caravan that you will find in our country, and this is one of its kind. This is one and only vehicle that you will find in our country. So this is a small video. So this was a, it was not very much clear, but this is a snippet of what our caravan looks like. Over to you, Abhay.
So now we are coming to a very, which we say, a very technical part. Boring might be, but for us it is very interesting, and that's why we eventually entered in this industry. So you can see caravan tourism in India. When we talk about this subject, we are not much clear about what we have as in India as of now, because government is trying, and like from since 2010 they have started introducing some various schemes or maybe some subsidies or a business plan, and they have tried to introduce this caravan tourism in India, but eventually nothing has happened in such, like there's no concrete result in terms of caravan tourism. In 2015, government talked about like they will be introducing a caravan concept in Uttarakhand and in hilly areas of Sikkim and all. But eventually, Madhya Pradesh became the pioneer in caravan tourism. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there is a like you can book a caravan in Madhya Pradesh. Like Madhya Pradesh government, they have started this caravan kind of thing, but it's not that much famous. Like even people like me, I was not knowing about this, and maybe you guys might not be knowing because we are not aware and they're not playing in that play, because it involves a lot of investment, it involves a lot of planning to like execute this kind of a concept in India. And now in further slides, I will tell you how India can be the major destination in terms of caravan tourism in coming 5-10 years down the line. Now let's talk about the travel network of India. Here you can see that when we talk about the airlines, this is the data. The latest data which I got was from 2016. Indian carriers flew nearly 100 million passengers on domestic routes. This is, we are talking about the domestic travel network, like like the growth and what is happening. So when we talk about airline, it's 100 million passenger on a domestic route in 2016. When we talk about the railways, India has the fourth largest rail network in the world. In the world, yes, with 121,407 kilometers of total track. So it is a use, because you guys all know, like, India cannot survive without railways. It's like a, we say that it's a backbone of travel industry in India, because many things will stuck. Recently in lockdown, this was the first time when railways was not operational. Like, since the day it started from the Britishers era, this was the first time when railways was not operating at all. So this was the first time in the history of railways that it happened. And when we talk about the road network, which is very surprising, India is the second largest road network in the world, but we are not utilizing it. Now, the first, obviously, unsurprisingly, the US is the nation of RVs and pickup trucks and wide open spaces where the car is undoubtedly the king. Like, RVs were firstly introduced in US, and now also the RV culture and caravan and pickup trucks and road tourism and everything is like very famous in US. Like, people prefer to travel by road than to by railways or airline. Now, when we talk about the market size, 30% of the, like, all over, like, if top five players, like 37% contributed by USA. Like, it has 66 lakh 45,709 kilometer of road network, and then the second is 31%, which is owned by India, which has 58 lakh 97,671 kilometers of road network in India. And then China comes third, it's like 23%, and then Brazil 9%. So now you can see, like, the scope of road tourism, how we can utilize the road tourism and scale it to the level that India becomes a major destination of caravan or maybe a road tourism. Maybe you can pick your own car, self-drive car, whatever it is. It can be electric, but it is growing. It is growing, but eventually we can scale it to the level that it is unimaginable. Like, it has a huge potential. Now, as a myths and excuses, I would like Vaibhav again to take it over from here.
So I will come to the first myth or excuse that you need money to start a business. You need money to start a bank, not a business. To start a business, you need a product or a service. And one second. And the second excuse that I was initially giving myself, the first excuse was obviously money. And the second excuse that usually people give, I'm from business background, but people don't have this business background. So they are really scared to step in a arena where they are not very used to, and they have not done this before. So it is certainly their comfort zone to do a job. You just have to do your deed and just walk off. But when you have to start a business, you have to be there, take care of yourself, your company, your employees, and everything. So eventually, everything that the people of IITTM will do will be for the very first time, be it a job, be it entrepreneurship, be it pursuing any other course, that will be for the very first time. Like, I'm doing this webinar for the very first time. Everybody has shifted uh, from to online, and that is also very first time people are doing this kind of thing. So everything that you do in life is what for the very first time. So and people have this myth or they give an excuse to themselves that entrepreneur requires a skill set. So you don't need a skill set as such, but you need a mind that where you can combine the people with skill set and make things work according to you. So if obviously if I as a founder of a company, I eventually I'll not doing the I will not be doing sales for my company. I'll hire a person who will be doing sales for my company, and that is his skill set. So I have to combine the people with skill set and make my thing work. So that is what eventually entrepreneur is supposed to do. Entrepreneurs have great ideas. That is also not very much true, because half of the ideas people here in India, they just copy it from outside and execute it. And you can take example of Ola. So Uber has already captured the market outside India. So Ola was a replicate software of Uber, and it became one of the fastest growing unicorn of our country. Now also when Bhavesh Agrawal, the founder of Ola, starts a new company, which is Ola Electric, he gets a funding of 500 crore, 600 crore. Without launching a product, he has a funding of 500 crores. This is how strange the entrepreneurship or startup world is. So this is how it works. It was not a novel idea. It was not something creative. He just replicated the idea, and eventually he landed up to be one of the pioneer of the industry. So entrepreneur have a guiding force. So this is also a myth that we have a guiding force inside or outside. We have mentors. We are doing the things for the very first time. We fail, and every time we fail, we I don't know how, but somebody comes into the picture and helps us. I don't know how it happens, but every time it has happened to us, and every time I have heard a story by the biggest entrepreneur of India, they also share this story that whenever we were at a verge of collapsing, something great happened, and we again started with that great force, and we established a great company. So, next, please. So, I will just correlate the myths and excuses that people give to themselves for not starting their business. I would just like to ask you that who is he? Please write in the chat box. So he's Ritesh Agrawal. He's the founder of Oyo, and he became the youngest billionaire here of India. He is a billionaire at the age of 27. He had no resources. He had no money. He started with nothing. He was just good at cold calling. He used to reach out to hotels, resorts, and ask them that I want to stay in your hotel, and I will do something someday in this industry. So how vague this idea is. When you are going approaching a hotel, and the whole sole bread butter of the hotel owner is selling the rooms to people, there he is going and asking for a free night stay in a hotel. And he did it with several hotels. He used to email them that I want to stay in your hotel for a night, and I'll do something someday in this industry. Eventually some people said yes. He had some savings. He paid them the money, and he used to go and experience how the hotel stays are. So how vague the idea was, but eventually he transformed the industry completely. And now Trump is coming to India, and he's giving a reference of Ritesh Agrawal. So how big that thing is actually, because he actually never was enrolled into a college, and he never pursued a graduation or undergraduation, or he did not had any money, he did not had any resource, be it he is very successful in his work. Next. So he is who he is. Can you please write in the chat box? People might not know him here in this industry. I'll just tell you, he is Amod Malviya. He is the founders of Udaan. Udaan is an app which is a B2B platform. If you are a business owner, you can just contact via Udaan and restore your inventory. For example, if you are a if you have a mobile shop, you can go on Udan and you can contact the people who are selling mobiles on Udan. You can just contact them and it will go through the Udan chain and you will get the, the material that you're supposed to get. And this is one of the fastest growing startup of India. Now the valuation of this company is $3 billion and the valuation of Oyo is $10 billion. So this is how it works. And frankly speaking, the company is not in profit, but the valuation of that company is $3 billion, and for Oyo it is $10 billion. But the company is in not no profit, and uh, the owner is the youngest billionaire of India. So this is how the startup world works. Next, who he is. I guess everybody should know him in this particular industry. I'll tell you. Deep Kalra, he's the founder of MMT, and he had a skill set. He has worked into different companies. He has a happy face, so he was into advertisement. And after that, eventually he landed up creating his own business, MMT. It is a very successful platform, and I usually book my tickets and trips from this only. Next. So I just told you all this because nobody has the resources, nobody has the money, nobody has the right time to start a business, and you eventually you will do everything for the very first time. So I have chosen a career like entrepreneurship because I have to do it for the very first time. I have to learn things and then execute it. So I choose to be in a career like entrepreneurship where I am putting the effort, but the reward is greater than the reward that I will get in doing freelancing or doing a job or pursuing some other course. So the resources that we had and the resources that you have, we all have, is that focus, just read a lot of newspapers, go through the government schemes that where government is helping the entrepreneurs of India, where they are giving subsidies, what are the platforms where they are taking the equities and giving you a funding. So this was one of the biggest thing for us because when we were starting the hotel in resort in Madhya Pradesh, we went through the policies of government. So there they were giving a lot of subsidies at that time. So we decided let's go here and build a resort because we don't have that much resources that we can put all our money into a particular resort and create a resort and then eventually earn out of it. The subsidies was big enough that a 20 years or 18 years old kid can get into a business and create a resort because we don't have any resources. We were also at the same tangent that you guys are. We this was the biggest excuse in our mind that we don't have money, how to start a business. And another resource that we had was Startup India benefits. Startup India is a platform that has been inculcated via Modi ji, and he really wants to support the startups of India. And it is a platform where they are running schemes like you can register a company for free. For a month, a few months back, they were having this initiative that you can register a company for free, completely free. It means 0 rupees you have to give from your pocket and register a company. So this is the kind of support that the government is showing us. But the marketing of our government is not that uh, good that people over here know that the government is giving a scheme like this. So you just have to research and you just have to be in touch, in sync with what government is doing for the people of our country and how that scheme can help you and you can inculcate a business out of it. So these were two of the biggest resources that we had, and this is how we started because it is a support that government is giving to the young entrepreneurs that you start where we are with you. So this is MSME. MSME में the announcement that they have given that three इतना बड़ा stimulus package में they have given 3 lakh crore rupees to MSMEs, where they are giving collateral free loans to the companies. So these are the kind of efforts that the government is showing. So you are supposed to be there and take the benefits that they are giving and start a company. Next. So now I will come to my story and how IITTM helped me to create a business like this, and it was a big contribution by IITTM. And I'll thank the faculty of IITTM. I'll thank every student who was pursuing whatever they wanted to pursue in IITTM, because how it started was it was a complete coincidence. So I was not present in the class when this announcement happened that there is a competition happening in Chandigarh University where you have to go and pitch your plan, and these are the kind of rewards that you can get for that. And it was a completely sponsored trip from IIT. I really thank them for this. What happened is that Jayati ma'am announced this in our class, and I was not there. And there were only three teams that was allowed to go in a competition to Chandigarh University. So what happened? There was a team from our class, and they were our juniors, and there was a senior team that was going. So eventually, when I was informed about that, I went to Jayati ma'am and I asked her that I want to go in this competition. She said, "Ki, now it is not possible. There are only three teams that can go in a competition like this, and all three are ready to go." So eventually, it was after the day I asked Jayati ma'am, after 4 days, the competition was supposed to be held in Chandigarh University. So what happened? The team from our class backed off. So they told that we are not we don't want to go. And Jayati ma'am then approached me and I said that I am definitely going. I really want to thank that team because if we were not there and we are not presented our plan over there, तो हमें पता ही नहीं चलता कि हम हमारा प्लान इतना क्रेडिबल है या इतना कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड नहीं हो पाता कि हम हमें इस चीज़ के साथ जाना चाहिए. So once we went there, we pitched the same plan that we showed you. It was little bit more elaborated. And we won the first prize. So this was the first ठप्पा लगता है ना कि ठप्पा लगा you can go with it and it is credible and everybody was appreciating it. So then I realized that whenever you do something which you are not supposed to do, you will get something which you are not supposed to get. So when I came back to IITTM, so IITTM, it was like a celebration when I came back. Everybody was like, "Great, you have done a great job," and everybody was clapping in our class. And after that, eventually, Pawan sir called me particularly when I was at home. And what happened that he asked me, "What is your plan?" So I was very positive about my plan. I still shared with him, and he also did something which he was not supposed to do, and eventually it helped a lot to us. He has his younger brother Amit Gupta, Mr. Amit Gupta, sir, and he is a CEO of Edu Service, NCR Edu Service, and he has his office in Sector 63. So he asked us to go there and meet him. So we were completely blank why this is happening to us, but we went there and I really thank Pawan sir today. We went there and we had a really long conversation with his younger brother, who's a successful entrepreneur. So after a 2 hour long conversation, I created a not to do list because he told me that you guys know what you're supposed to do, but I'll tell you something that you're not supposed to do at all. So it was I created a not to do list there that we don't have to fight within ourselves, we don't have to lie within ourselves, we don't have to quit, we don't have to be quiet. If I have some problem with my partner, I have to reach out and express that I have this problem and let's solve this problem. Sit here and let's solve the problem. And the biggest thing that he told me that whenever you have a ratio, if 10 lakh rupees is coming as a clear profit in your company and you have a ratio that 50% will be your partner's money and 50% will be yours money. So once you are seeing his money that he is not doing anything and still he's getting 5 lakh rupees, 50% of the company's profit, which is not fair. So that is the point where the fight starts. When I think, yeah, I can do everything on my own, so let's kick him out of the company, and that is the point where the problem starts. And one point which he clearly said that he was sharing his experience. So he said that I have registered few domains like kiranawala.com. So at that time, it was 2018. 2018 when we went for a meeting with him. Before that, he told us that I have registered a domain kiranawala.com in 2014, but I was not crazy enough to follow that path and create a platform like Grofers or Big Basket, and now they are standing in front of me. But I still have that domain. So at that time I realized that life is too fragile, and that narrative is very engraved now when the corona pandemic is going on. Life is too fragile, and you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do, and you have to do whatever you want to do, whatever you like, whatever you love. You go and do that, be it pursuing entrepreneurship at the very first place, where you don't have any experience, where you don't have any money. Go and do that. Eventually, everybody who is successful today started with that narrative only. So this was very clear after that conversation that I have to be there, and I have to be there, and I will never quit, and I will never back off from my narrative or my values of doing a business. So this is how it all started. Next, after that, it was actually before that, I saw a gap that this is very personal and don't take it otherwise. What we did was, I saw a gap that I was living in the hostel of IITTM. So I saw this gap that everybody who's going to a gym or everybody who wants to eat eggs is going to B block and then coming back carrying that tray, and then he is storing that tray, and it was pretty people who were supposed to go and buy the tray, but they were not doing this because it was a pretty inconvenient process to step out of the hostel, go to B block, carry that tray back. What I did, I went to a wholesaler of eggs. Okay, so I went there and I asked him what is the cost of the tray. So he told me that it was somewhere around 130 or 140 rupees that time. And the people from our college was going to B block and paying 150 rupees for that tray. So what I did, that I have taken a cumulative order from the people of IITTM hostel, and I placed the order to the wholesaler. So what happened, that eventually I was getting a tray for free on top of the order. If I have 10 tray, and it was solving a small problem, I was able to create a small profit. So this is how I was able to develop the business acumen. It is a very small example, but this is how we started in IITTM, which is available to you and me. The resources, the resources of IITTM is available to you and me, just like Corona. So it is all available to you and me. It is just that you have to be there to experience it, or to just take a step ahead and do things. Whatever your idea are, just go and do it. It is as simple as that. Next. So this is a photo that we traveled the length and breadth of our country to execute this idea. So this is and we didn't have any money. So this is the photo that we are working in the dormitory in Gujarat, near the station, where we hardly paid 200 rupees per bed, and we used to sit there and work and meet few people in Gujarat regarding this idea. Next. So most of you might not be aware about this time that we have done in IITTM. Harpreet Rana one day came to me. He's one of my batchmates, and he said that you are doing great, and I also wanted to start a business. He said, I don't have money, but you are willing to do that? So he said, yes, I'm ready to do that. So I went with him, and it is 500 meters from our college that we have put in a biryani stall where we used to sell biryani. And he's Dhanraj Bhasim. He was selling biryani, and he used to get free biryanis from us. So this is how we started. This was small things that happened in IITTM, and I'm really glad that I had time to do things like this. I guess nobody is aware in IITTM that we did this. This is when you will step out of the college and you will walk towards Bikanerwala. After you will cross that Bikanerwala, you will eventually be here. And I would just like to share one more thing. When we were doing this, there were two more thelas of biryani over there. So when we pitched our tent over there, when we started selling our biryani, it was actually better than the biryani that was around us. So what happened? That the biryani wala was very anxious and he came to us and he started threatening us कि तुम लोगों को ये हटाना है 2 घंटे में, अगर तुम दिखे तो मैं तुम्हें फिर बताता हूँ. And this is what was happening near the college. So we eventually convinced them that we are not the kind of people that you are thinking, and we are not going to leave this place. Then eventually there was a gunda type of a guy of this particular area. He came, he started threatening us. Then we went to police station. We took their help and we convinced them that yeah, this is our idea. We want to sell biryani. And that was the point where there was everybody in Corinthum, Itham. This is in front of Itham. In the lunchtime, they used to come. And the people over there were pretty supportive because they told us that we also wanted to start our own business, but we are not able to do that. And there were some failed entrepreneurs who came to us and said that we can do it on a larger scale, and they were ready to fund us for as small idea as this. You can see the setup. We used to carry a speaker from our hostel. We used to play crazy songs over there to attract the audience, and we had a big cutlery of biryani, and we used to serve the biryani by ourselves. So this was not so dignified work. So that is why it was not famous in our college. That people were not aware about this thing that we did over there. But we did this, and it was a great experience. Harpreet Rana, Dhanraj Wasim, and I was there in this particular thing. Next. I would just like to uh, take a help from you guys, and I want you to go and uh, open this link and fill the form for us. And we would like to be in touch with you guys after this also. If you want any help from us, we are ready to help you. As this is the value that IITTM has inculcated in us, because IITTM did Pawan sir, what Pawan sir did was not a part of his job, but he did something so that that value is in us right now. So we are also ready to help you at any point of time. You want to register a company, this is the best time to open a company, because this is the most affordable time that you can open a company, because government is not taking any fees from you. The employee are the cheapest that you can get in this particular phase. There is a mass layoff in different industry. You can just go and pay them 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, and they will work for you within their vicinity or from their vicinity or within their home, and they'll work for you for very less amount, and you can open a company almost for free. Because the time we opened the company, it was really expensive. The fees of government was pretty hefty, but at this point of time, government is helpless, and they are more than happy to help you. So this is the perfect time that you can go and open a company, and I just want you to fill this form for us so that we have a clear picture of our plan and we are in sync with IITTM. So I just want you to take this extra step. You might have this link in your chat box. So please do this for us. Next. Next.
So you guys can take the screenshot of this, and maybe you can do this later on after this workshop.
So I just want to quote. Hello, Abhint, I just want that slide back. So I just want to quote this. This is a quote originally quoted by the president of China. You guys can take a screenshot, and now I'll conclude the session. So this is a quote that Xi Jinping, the president of China, says that great historical progress always happens after major disasters, and I agree with this. And India will be a great manufacturing hub, and tourism industry will flourish like never before. So the person who will be in the game will win the game and will definitely get his share of the pie. So by this, I would really like to conclude my session. It was great opportunity given by IITTM, and open the forum for questions. So this is the place where you can reach us out, or you can go and ask for our number and you can call us if you want to do anything in entrepreneurship or whatever you want to do. In any way we can help you, we are ready to help you. I would like to take some questions. Rishabh?
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring session and telling us your success story and the hard work you have done. So now I would like to tell all the students, then you can write your questions in the chat box or you can ask it by unmuting yourself.
I would
So
suggest that you should unmute yourself and ask the question all by yourself.
There is one request from the audience
Yes.
that can you please share your contact number or you can share your email ID in the chat box so that they can also connect with you later.
Yes, you can write. Abhyant, is it possible that you can write the number in the chat box? He's writing the number. I would like to take some questions, Rishabh.
Yes, there might be some.
People.
there is a question in the chat box, Rishabh sir, if you
Yes,
can see.
yes, sir. Uh, yes, Swab, there is one question. From Rishabh Raj. He says, great session and inspiring execution of idea Vaibhav and Abhin. My question is light on the technical front. How do you keep your car tuned caravan road friendly, safety wise, mainly in hilly road with those heavy customization? It must be hampering the engine power, road grip, and speed.
So basically, actually, the material that we have used inside the vehicle is really light. It is wood, and all the heavy material that was inside the vehicle, we have removed that. So the weight of the vehicle is equal to the weight that it was before. The roof that we have installed is fiberglass, so it is lighter than the roof that was installed by the company. So it is actually the same weight, and there is no hampering of the engine power and the road grip. We have installed alloy wheels and road flat tires in that. There is another question, that is how much exact money you put to modify your caravan. First of all, it
Yes,
was a
yes.
conversion, and I cannot disclose this.
Okay, no problem. So, is there any more questions from the audience?
Yes, there is one that Ayush Sharma has asked that where else in India caravan tourism can take place.
The question, I'll repeat it for you guys. Where else in India caravan
Also, I
tourism?
would like to add on Rishabh's question that it took us nearly 2 years to do this, like to implement
To build the
this.
caravan, it took us 2 years. And the question that Ayush has asked, see, everywhere in India there is a scope of caravan tourism, mostly in northeast and places like Rishikesh, Uttarakhand, Dehradun. So these are the major destinations that people will go, and there are other uses of caravan as well. So you can take it for that as well. Matlab, it is, we are providing the vehicle at the same cost as Zoom car is providing, but in our car we have a complete house. So you can take wherever you want to take it. Even if you are going for a trip to, be it a trip from Delhi to
Wherever the
Rishikesh,
road
you can take this.
is.
There's another question. that did you require some technical assistant to modify the caravan or the idea of it. Obviously, everything was technical. So we reached out. It was a cold call. We used to travel around Delhi, finding people, contacting them, sharing our idea that how you can help us, what will be the amount that you will be taking us, sharing our story with them, and asking them that how they can assist us financially and if they can do the work for free. So this was the first narrative that we had. We will ask, we will go, we will share our story. This is what we are trying to do, and if they can help us. No one did actually help us for free, but we used to approach like this, and everything was very specific, and the assistance was from the person who has already did it. Matlab, nothing like this happened earlier in India, but still the person who knows that he had a vague idea of it, we went on a call of his that I can do this, and I say if you're sure and you can do this, let's do this. So this is how it works.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes.
That what is the financial perspective of the company right now? Like how you people are earning, or have you started earning from this caravan, or like you are giving it on rental basis, or what exactly is the source of earning in the company?
See, the business plan is simple. If you want it on rent, we can give it on rent. If you want to buy the vehicle, you can buy the vehicle. So as of now, the revenue is zero. So we don't call our story a success story. It is still a story, and we are just going ahead in the game. So we are in the game from last 2 years developing a product, and we are still developing it, detaching and decluttering all the things that will not work from a customer's perspective. So we are still moving ahead in the game, and we are in the game, and we know that we have entered the industry very soon. So we have time to explore. We have time to go and do things, and if they didn't work, we can try again. So this is how it is working. So the revenue is clear. It is zero. Till date, we have not given it on rent as such and taken money. We have give it on rent, and we have just given it. You go and experience and give us a feedback. So this is how it is working, and we are going strong ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. We all hope that it will be a success story soon.
Thank you so much.
There is one more question from me, Vaibhav. That looking the COVID scenario, how do you think post-COVID scenario will help your company? Like caravan will be a good option for people.
See, it is very clear. It is very clear that caravan will come, and caravan tourism will be increasing post COVID, because people will not be very much comfortable in staying in a hotel where everybody going there. Be it we will sanitize our vehicle, and it is a very small space. So the footprint of COVID is very less. So even if you touch the whole car, a customer gets into the car and he is infected from COVID, he touches the vehicle everywhere. We can sanitize that vehicle, and the footprint is very less. So the person can really take it wherever he wants, and it is a safer option if he wants to. That people are not preferring to travel via airline or train. So they are still, the revenue of Zoomcar has increased a lot. So the people are willing to go and take the vehicle from Zoomcar and going for a trip wherever they want, even if it is necessary or going for a leisure purpose. So this is how it is working, and the future is great.
Great, man.
Anything else?
I don't think. I think you explained everything so well that no one has any questions.
Thank you so much, sir.
And yes, there's a reminder, like please go and fill that form which we shared, so that we can understand you guys better. And also, if it's possible, please mention in a bracket after your name IITTM, so that we can know that you are from IITTM. If we are planning something additional surprise or something like that, we can definitely reach out to you guys for anything which we are planning for you.
And any help that you want from us, you can just contact us, and we are ready to help you at any point of time.
Thank you so much, Vaibhav sir and Abhyam sir, for sparing your time. And I hope people has taken away a lot of inspirational things
And I just want to say one more thing. I really want to thank IITM faculty, Pawan sir, Monica ma'am, everybody, Jayati ma'am, and our classmates. They also cooperated with us, and they also helped us with things like attendance. And it was a great experience in IITM. I really want to thank everyone, our juniors, our seniors, everyone.
Attendance is always remembered in IIT.
Yeah, it will be.
Anything else, Rishabh sir?
I don't here.
I think ASL Travels has some questions.
Yeah, ASL Travels can ask some questions. And if you would like to say something about
Joseph,
Apple,
Joseph is also attending our session.
it's great to see you all. Are all batchmates connecting again via video call. So there is one question from Harkishan, if you remember Harkishan.
Yeah, I remember him.
I never believe in partnership. Is it necessary to have a partner to a startup business, and how to raise money safely?
See, the thing is that it is very clear when you are when I want to start a business and I want to open an application like Zoom meeting, and I don't have any technical knowledge of coding. So what I can do, I can take a partner who is good at coding. So we are in sync, and he can do his part of work. So it is just like a person who has a certain skill set, and it is helping in your idea. So that is the point where you are supposed to get a partner in the business. And partnership is great because the risk is distributed, the money is also distributed, the reward is distributed, the pain is distributed, the pleasure is distributed. So you are not so much engaged in the fear that if this thing will not work, I will be at a verge of collapse and I can't do anything after that.
And also, founders like investors are pretty much more interested in investing in a company which has two or more partners.
And that is because if there are two partners and eventually one dies in the process, and a person has put in a money like 1,000 crores, 500 crores, and all of a sudden one single partner goes off, they can't rely on anything. Their money has been lost. So that's why they prefer to go for a company, invest in a company where they have two or three partners, where they have the liability and the asset distributed on three of them.
Hope Harkishan, they have answered your question. And
Rishabh, I would like to say something.
yes, please.
Hi, Vaibhav, Avyat. It's very nice to see both of you after so long. So I really congratulate, and yes, do not quit. Never, okay? Congratulations.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Nidhi. It was great
Thank
to
you,
hear,
Nitin.
hear that from you. It was a great time talking to you guys.